A good day to you all. Have you ever heard of the sunken port city of Jamaica, once infamous as the wickedest city on earth? A place renowned for its wealth, lawlessness, and dubious reputation, until the sea reclaimed it forever. The wealth and treasures of the pirate city sank into the deep oceanic floor. Let's take a dive into the Port Royal. You must be familiar with Jamaica, the Caribbean island nation, filled with lush topography of mountains, rainforests, and reef-lined beaches. Jamaica is an island where nature and culture exist in perfect harmony. From its turquoise coastlines and golden beaches to the mist-covered blue mountains, the land feels alive, shaped by wind, water, and time. The Fort Charles, a protected area by the government, situated in Port Royal, gives us a glimpse into the strength and power the place once held. A crumbling, salt-sprayed bastion of colonial power, a ghost of the infamous pirate haven, featuring massive, moss-covered cannons staring out to sea, stark brick archways leading to dark, echoing tunnels, and a poignant maritime museum filled with relics from the 1692 earthquake, all set against the backdrop of turquoise water and decaying grandeur, embodying tales of naval might, pirate legends, and natural disaster. Now, we turn our gaze toward the dubious past of Port Royal, back to a time when the port stood tall against the horizon, its harbors heavy with gold, its streets alive with ambition and sin. This was a city where fortunes were made overnight, where law bent to power, and where the sea itself seemed to conspire with those bold enough to rule it. Before the silence, before the sea reclaimed its due. Port Royal, once the richest port in the Caribbean and the most notorious. A haven for pirates, smugglers, and fortune seekers, where gold flowed freely, morals did not, and excess ruled the streets. Taverns echoed with laughter and betrayal, while shadowed deals shaped empires on borrowed time. This was the city where privateers and pirates carved their legends into the blood-soaked tides of the Caribbean. From its lawless harbors sailed infamous names like Henry Morgan, Calico Jack, and Blackbeard, men who blurred the line between sanctioned warfare and outright piracy. Chief among them was Henry Morgan, the feared Welsh buccaneer who rose from ruthless raider to royal authority, eventually becoming Lieutenant Governor of Jamaica. With Port Royal as his stronghold, Morgan launched devastating assaults across the Spanish Main, returning with plundered gold, shattered empires, and a reputation that echoed across the New World. On June 7, 1692, at approximately 11:43 a.m. local time, a massive earthquake struck the infamous Port Royal in Jamaica. Without warning, the ground beneath Port Royal began to crack and split. The city was largely built on loose, sandy soil, which underwent a process called liquefaction during the tremors, causing buildings to sink into the ground. Earthquakes were no strangers to the city, but these three came like a reckoning. Each one struck with brutal force, rippling across the island, leaving ruin in its wake and rewriting the landscape in a single, merciless sequence. As the ground finally fell silent, the sea rose in answer. A towering tsunami surged ashore, swallowing streets and stone alike, erasing vast swathes of the city in a single, unstoppable sweep. The cataclysm left devastation without measure, devouring nearly two-thirds of the infamous pirate city. Close to 3,000 lives were extinguished in the first violent moments, and in the days and weeks that followed, hunger, disease, and untreated wounds claimed 2,000 more. Much of the city sank beneath the harbor's dark waters. What had once been a haven for pirates became a vast, silent grave for an entire civilization. Now let's dive deep into the oceanic floor, where exploration begins not with a step forward, but with a plunge into the unknown. Beneath the crushing weight of the ocean, the sunken pirate city waits, silent, shattered, and watching. What secrets lie scattered across its oceanic floor? Forgotten gold, cursed relics, echoes of betrayal? As we dive deeper, light fades and the sea begins to whisper. Every shadow hides a story, every current guards a secret. This is no mere ruin. It is a lost world, claimed by the depths, where danger and wonder breathe as one. Let us dive into the secrets of the ocean and uncover what was never meant to be found. Because of the immense risk of looting and exploitation, the submerged city rests under protection. The government of Jamaica has declared the site sacred ground, sealed from treasure hunters, accessible only to science. What lies beneath the waves is not a prize to be claimed, but a legacy to be preserved. Artifacts and ancient relics recovered from the ruins have been carefully lifted from the seabed and brought home. Here in Jamaica, they are studied, cataloged, and displayed within the Museum of Jamaica, Fort Charles, and other local institutions, where history is preserved in the hands of those to whom it belongs. Beyond the shoreline, significant underwater discoveries are documented and safeguarded through international research partnerships, including the Institute of Nautical Archaeology. Some materials are analyzed through Texas A&M University's Nautical Archaeology program, yet the heart of the treasure remains where it was born. From the precincts of the Old Naval Hospital, the land looks out toward absence. This vantage point offers a rare glimpse into where the city once stood, now erased, sealed beneath layers of water and time. What was once streets and stone lies hidden below the surface, beyond reach, beyond sight. The Naval Hospital complex remains onshore, a fractured sentinel of history. Its walls, worn and crumbling, still bear witness to the past it once served. Salt and wind have claimed the buildings, leaving them hollowed and fragile, too dangerous to approach, forbidden for safety, yet impossible to ignore. Jamaica's story runs deeper than its sunken city, rising through streets alive with love, pulsing with art, and echoing with a culture that refuses to be silenced. From golden shores to emerald mountains, Jamaica isn't just a place. It's a feeling, a rhythm that stays with you long after the journey ends. Until we return with another story, another adventure, and another frame worth remembering. Take care and goodbye.